restoration system for the sacroiliac joint. When we are upright, we have a shear force in the sacrum that's going to both be superior and inferior. But I'm going to focus on the anterior glide. That sacrum has to tilt forward, so we've got some nutation, forward anterior tilt in that sacrum as the spine is stacked. So we want to make sure that we have that anterior glide. The two muscles that I'm going to release to restore the anterior glide of the sacrum for the SI joint is going to be the sacrospinalis muscle and the gluteus maximus. So there are going to be 3 different tools that I'll use for this. I'm going to use my 4 3/4 massage ball, a double lacrosse ball, and a TheraBand resistance band for the re-education strengthening portion. So the releases are sacrospinalis and the glute max. I'm going to use the double lacrosse ball, come onto my back, and I'm going to place this on the sacral base. That is going to be the bottom part of the sacrospinalis, part of the erector spinae. I do not want to be putting pressure on my lumbar spine. I want to keep the pressure right at that sacral base. It's going to be right adjacent to the PSIS. So you will feel those 2 bones and then come right inside and place the lacrosse balls. I'm going to go an inch up or an inch down, or just investigate in that small area. All I want to do is just hold this for 2 minutes to release the fascia and tension in the muscle at that area of the sacrospinalis. Once I have completed that, I'm going to release the glute max. And to do that, I call this a butterfly glute release. I will be on my side and take the large massage ball, and I'm going to place it right behind that PSIS. So I'm going to start up high. If I can find those bones right at the PSIS, I'm going to start high and work my way all the way to the foramen where the obturators are. So I'm going to go onto my side, starting high, and then working my way all the way down to the obturator, and then coming right back up. And I want to go slowly with this and just investigate any areas of tension or tenderness. You can mobilize that tissue by lifting the bottom leg and bringing it back down, but you're just working on releasing the tension in that area. So both the sacrospinalis and the glute max are the muscle groups that I'm going to release. Then I am going to combine, stretch them, and I'm going to go into a posterior tilt, and I want to just round out my back and tighten my abdominals and hold this position for a minute. And working on just trying to get as much stretch as I can. Once I've released them, you may not feel much stretch at all, but that is just going to stretch those muscles. Coming back out of it, and then going right back into another stretch and holding that. So I'm releasing, and then I'm just stretching through that area. Stretching the sacrospinalis. Then on my back, I will stretch my glute. I'm going to just do a figure 4 stretch, bringing that leg up and holding the stretch here. 3 times 1 minute. You can do both sides, especially if you're working on the SI. You don't want to just work on one side because you want to balance the hips on this. Holding 1 minute, doing 3 times each side. That is going to be the stretch. Then the strengthening portion is going to be the piriformis. And I want to strengthen the piriformis on my side in a modified side plank. I want my hips to be extended, and then I want to push through the bottom leg to externally rotate and lift the top leg. I'm going to be strengthening both sides when I do this. I'm going to come down and then lift up, coming down and then lifting up. So I'm getting that forward movement, I'm strengthening in the direction of the glide. Then I switch to the opposite side and I will do my repetitions on this side. 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 6. For strength building, re-education, you can hold it for 10 counts, do 6 reps. You can play around with how to re-educate and strengthen that muscle group. So that is the Arthrokinematic Restoration System for the SI joint.